Another per diem tale. Not mine, but a friend's. He is a heavy equipment operator for a company that builds temporary roads for power line, logging, pipeline jobs, that sort of thing. The crew meets up at the yard and travels out to the job site for the first day of the job. They are given a per diem for hotel accommodations for remote jobs. But my friend has a short school bus that he's converted into a camper. So he pockets the per diem. He sleeps in the camper and cooks his own food rather than eat in the restaurant. He gets along well with the rest of the crew and is able to use their rented rooms for showers and such. These guys were local to the yard. Some would get their spouse to drop them off, and one guy would ride his bicycle in. As time went on, the company depended on him to transport a handful of crew members from the yard to the site, from the site back to the hotel, and the next morning, from the hotel to the site. His converted bus still had a row of seats, so 4 people sat there, and another in the passenger seat, with their luggage piled in the back. Some dickhead administrator chewed him out for pocketing the per diem and sleeping in the camper, and told him that he must rent a hotel room if he was to receive the per diem. So, the next job. He shows up at the yard in his Honda Civic. They have their meeting, and it's time to roll. Except that the Civic has his gear and his luggage in the back with the seats folded down. There's no room, and there's 5 guys standing there, with no transportation. Foreman asks him what the hell is going on. And my buddy explains that since he's been told not to stay in the camper, he doesn't see any reason to pay the extra gas to drive it to the site. The foreman finds out which penny pincher lit my friend up, and calls the project manager, and asks him how exactly Mr. Penny Pincher plans to cover the cost of getting the crew to the job site. Project manager authorizes foreman to go and rent an SUV and then blasts Mr. Penny Pincher. The SUV is a couple of $100 a day, plus mileage. The crew is late to the first day on the job. But that wasn't the big problem. This is a construction job in the boonies, and the crew that piled into the SUV daily were filthy. When they returned the rental SUV, they were hit with an exorbitant cleaning fee. The next job. Foreman told my friend that he was now okay to sleep in his camper and pocket the per diem. My friend said that he rather liked staying in the hotel room. He was fine with it. But since he was saving the company the cost of the rental SUV, if they bumped his per diem up, he'd be happy to chauffeur the crew. They did.